Good day, creative geniuses. Welcome. Welcome to my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I'm Suzanne Grace, CEO of Grace Inspire Sanctuary, where we come together once a week to have a new thought about this thing called life. I know I say that all the time, but it's true. We have to have a new thought. If we don't, we're just stuck in the old, right? So I'm grateful to have you here whenever and wherever you watch this from. And remember, you can always pass them on to someone who might benefit from a little insight. I do put these on my YouTube page also, so it's easy to transfer if people aren't on Facebook. So today I'm going back to Mark Nepo, and I hope you noticed on my Facebook here that I put a picture of my family reunion that I talked about last week. There were a lot of us, and that proves it. It's like, I wasn't kidding. There were a lot of people there. So it was very exciting. I'm going back to Mark Nepo, and this just caught my attention. You know, those things do. And it's called The Rabbit and the Garden. And he starts with a quote by Marcel Proust. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Having new eyes. So I'm going to read a little bit, then we'll do our yogic breath practice and a little meditation contemplation. So Mark says, in the movie Phenomenon, do you remember that movie? John Travolta's character has done everything he can think of to keep this pesky rabbit out of his garden. He's even putting in fencing that goes 3 feet underground, and still everything he plants is nibbled through. Suddenly, one night, he wakes and realizes he's been going about this all wrong. In the moonlight, he quietly goes to his garden and opens the gate, then sits on his porch and waits. To his surprise, as he begins to fall asleep, the rabbit scurries out of the gate. While he'd been trying for so long to keep it out, the rabbit was trapped in his garden, which he was inadvertently keeping it in. How often, Mark says, do we barricade and fence up our lives against hurt and loss, thinking we're keeping the painful things out when they're already trapped inside us, eating at our roots? And what we really need to do is to open the gate and let them out. Wow. What we really need to do is open the gate and let them out. That's such an interesting little story. You know, it reminds me of my husband's garden when we lived up in Weimar. He would come out sometimes in the morning and a whole plant would just be like gone. It was like sucked underneath from the gophers. So you'd have a whole plant and the gophers are underneath. They just pull it in and the whole plant is gone. Bless their hearts. So the pesky rabbit was in the garden and he kept it in. So let's take a moment to do a little breath practice, and then we're going to look at that in a contemplative way. So I invite you to put your feet on Mother Earth if you're not driving. We're going to lift our shoulders up for a moment and just go ahead and tense your body. And then we're going to let it drop. Oh, heavy, heavy drop. Let it out of the garden. And we take our fingertips to our heart chakra, the center of the chest. And we make the sound ah. Ah is the sound of the heart, A-H. Ah, like a sigh. Ah, Just tapping that heart chakra, stimulating our T cells, our immune system. And then take your fingertips lightly to your third eye in the middle of your forehead, and you can either tap or just hold there. This is our wisdom eye, our intuition, which we're going to open up to. Good. And then the crown of your head, the crown chakra, Sahasrara, opening to that infinite potential today, possibilities for something good. How about that? And release your hands. Bring your hands in front of you with your palms facing you. Cross your thumbs, whatever is comfortable with your right hand, left hand, doesn't matter. So it looks like a butterfly. Palms facing you, and then you rest your palms with your thumbs crossed on your heart chakra. And if it's comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes from the busy thinking mind and drop to your feeling heart. Relax your shoulders. And this hand gesture is called the Serenity Hold. It's a mudra. And just the idea or the act of placing our hands on our heart center sends a signal to our nervous system that we are safe, that we are loved, and that we're here now. It's a very calming mudra. And we also can pat our chest muscles. So alternating right hand and left hand, you're just going to softly pat those chest muscles, which is actually the beginning of the lung meridian, which helps to balance our emotions. And just alternating at your own pace, just giving yourself a gentle tap. You may notice your breathing getting deeper or slower. I am here. And then just let your hands rest on the chest muscles as we'll take 3 yogic breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on the exhale, I will tone the vibration of love. So we in-breath all the way to the heart, and through the mouth, exhale. In-breath from the belly all the way to the heart chakra. Hold the breath momentarily, smile, and exhale. Good. One more conscious breath, yogic breath up, expand, and slowly exhale. You can release your hands onto your lap and be still for a moment. Feel what you feel. And center yourself in this moment and consider what you are currently trying to keep out of your heart. It might be fear of what's to be, It might be a memory of what has been, or the truth of a situation that you're living with right now. Just notice without judging or being afraid of noticing what you're currently keeping out of your heart. Taking that deep sigh and simply allowing it to be, whatever it is. And imagine you can open the gate of your heart and wait. Breathe and wait. Open the gate of your heart. And give the rabbit a chance to leave your garden. And we breathe. And we're gentle with ourselves. We allow to feel our feelings, whatever's showing up. And imagine as that rabbit leaves that you can fill your heart with light, a luminous, beautiful light, whatever color you want. So we simply allow whatever isn't serving us to be removed, open the gate, and just let it release. Acknowledge it, bless it as it goes. That little rabbit, let it go. Yes. And our affirmation is, today I open the gate of my heart. Today I open the gate of my heart. And remember that as we let go of what it doesn't serve us, the gate is open to invite what does serve us in. So love, compassion, forgiveness, faith, hope, peace. Yes. So we can also bring those in. And let our garden thrive. And so we take a deeper cleansing breath. As we come back, we rub our hands together, open our eyes. Oh, that pesky rabbit. Let's thump again. Can't do this enough. Clasp your hands and let's go ahead and stretch up to the sky. Look up. Open arms wide, come down slowly as you return to earth. Oh boy, I needed to hear that. Thank you so much for being with me whenever and wherever you watch this. Please let me know and pass it on And until next time, have a beautiful rest of this day, this week. Stay cool wherever you are. Namaste.